Hey, it's James Raby. We have to say something here, but I don't want to say much. Thanks for listening to the Y105 FM Early Morning Show Radio On Demand podcast. Love you. Is such an important thing. Why? Well, here's a great example. Hi, it's Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. My name is James Raby. Happy Monday! And Goodwill store employees saved a shopper's life. In Kingsport, Tennessee, Dana, Autumn, Priscilla, and Kathy performed CPR on a woman. She went into the store and almost immediately had a heart attack. And they performed CPR on her for 20 minutes before resuscitating her. Apparently, one of them, Kathy, is a certified nursing assistant, so she knew what to do. And when police got there, they relieved the woman and the women and continued CPR until medics showed up. That shopper is expected to be okay. How awesome is that? Sweet. It is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show.
The music you know, the music you love.
And Britney Spears, Hold Me Closer. And I think it'd be fun for Elton John to do an album of songs where he just mixes up the songs and the lyrics. All the songs he's done, he tries to put together new songs with the old lyrics. What do you think? Kind of like Moulin Rouge, right? It is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show, and I got a note. Now, I'm inclined to do this, but I kind of am curious if you think I should. Not only because it's late in the month, but will it do anything? What do you think? Hey, James, I was thinking about your stash over the weekend. My mom fought off breast cancer 5 years ago, November 1st, and she and I were talking, and I know it's late in Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but my mom and I think it'd be cool if you dyed your mustache pink. What do you think? Please don't use my name on the radio. I don't want to be on the radio or anything. I just think it'd be a cool thing to do. I'm not opposed to it. Should I do it? I'm going to put it up on Facebook, and you can vote. And by the end of today, whatever the votes are, that's what I'll do. I kind of like the idea, but also I have never, ever, ever colored anything on my head. Anything. I've never colored my hair purple, pink, blue, orange, or whatever. Violet gray. Haven't done any of that. What do you think? You can tell me now if you'd like to. 507-292-1053. Should I dye my mustache pink in solidarity with Breast Cancer Awareness Month? It's Y105 FM's Early Morning Show.
Minnesota women have a clear...
Like yesterday, it's Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. Hey, I'm James Raby. Today is National Chucky, the Notorious Killer Doll Day. And Amber, you know someone that is terrified of dolls?
My older sister. She is terrified of porcelain dolls, okay? And she doesn't like clowns. And my grandmother collected porcelain clowns.
Holy smokes, double whammy. Double whammy, Amber. Yikes. What was it like to go to Grandma's?
We would stay the night at her house, and she has these dolls all over. And there was one that would sit, and if you wound it up, it would move and play like a circus theme. And one night, it started going off by itself, and she threw it across the room and smashed it.
Oh, good Lord. So I assume you take advantage of this now as adults?
I have porcelain creepy dolls now that I decorate for Halloween, and I have currently hidden one at her house. She hasn't found it yet, but her paranoia is still as bad as it was then, so I'm just waiting to get that phone call. It's on her front porch in a corner that you have to, like, walk to get to, and she very rarely goes there. And I just did it yesterday, and I know that she has to go there within this next week on the porch to move some stuff. And when she finds it, I know I'm going to get beat up.
It is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. My name is James Raby. Amber, thanks for sharing that story. A former drug ring leader in Rochester is headed back to prison. Next in the Y105 FM Early Morning Show News Minute.
The music you know.
A Rochester man who was sent to prison 2 decades ago for being the ringleader of a major drug trafficking operation is headed back to prison. Good morning, I'm James Raby. This is the Y105 FM Early Morning Show News Minute. Yesterday, 65-year-old Anthony Osborne Sr. was given a 5-year prison sentence for his conviction from selling heroin to an informant working with Rochester police. The sentence is harsher than suggested in a plea agreement. Find out why on the Y105 FM app. Also on our app this morning, an Owatonna man has been given a stayed 10-year prison sentence for a third-degree murder conviction stemming from the death of a Chatfield teenager involving fentanyl. Pandemic steepened declines in math and reading scores in Minnesota and across the country. And Rochester High School coaching legend Myron Glass has passed away. Read about his incredible time at Lourdes on the Y105 FM app. And the rabies shot. A man and his son were hunting in Wyoming where he was attacked by a grizzly bear. The guy scared the bear off, firing several rounds from his handgun, which is awesome, right? But then he entered Doedville land in a little later when he shot himself in the leg. Lee's son used a satellite phone to call for help. He'll be fine. It is just why? Why 105 FM weather? Mostly sunny. A high should be around 50. Tonight, clear, a low 33. And then tomorrow, sunny and 52. Again for today, sunny and 50. Just gorgeous. A Weird Al wannabe turns his hatred of candy corn into a Top Gun song coming up in just about 12 minutes. A pretty nice sunny day today. High should be around 50. Right now it is 37. Hi, I'm James Raby on the Y105 FM Early Morning Show. And Madonna got the idea for that song when she and her girlfriends would go out dancing at gay clubs in New York. Because they didn't want the men to mess with them, right? So they'd go to a gay club and they'd dance and the guys were doing that thing with their hands. And that's where the song came from. It's Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. A Weird Al wannabe has turned his hatred of candy corn into a Top Gun parody song. It's just, it's marvelous.
It is Halloween, so I'm going to the candy store. I thought of buying one kind, but what do people eat it for? Why do folks like candy corn? It's been a nasty treat I've known since I was born. When I took my first bite, I thought my teeth were gonna cry. Cry. And I thought, oh my heck, this stuff tastes like mildew pie. Why do folks like candy corn? Why do you like candy corn?
I think it's a valid question. If you'd like to call and say why it's good, that's fine. Also, I felt it needed a little bit of boosting up, so that's why I was singing his echo there. Something else on the Y105 FM Early Morning Show. And this is the kind of thing that makes me so happy to be alive. A flight attendant got emotional after spotting her teacher after 30 years. And she said something special to her in the pre-flight things they say.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Laura. I've been working with WestJet for 3 months now, and today is National Teachers Day. So we are supposed to recognize our favorite teachers we've ever had in our entire life. And I'm going to get emotional. But today I saw my teacher from 1990, Miss O'Connell, who's here on the board on the aircraft, who is my favorite teacher ever. And I haven't seen her since 1990. This lady made me love Shakespeare, got me to play piano. I have my master's in piano, and I can write an essay. Thank you, Miss O'Connell. I love you.
Did you hear that list of things, man? The lady made me love Shakespeare, got me to play piano. I have my master's in piano. I can write an essay. Oh, what a teacher. What a teacher. It is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. Let's kick off the 8 a.m. All Music Hour next. I'm not crying. You're crying.
I like to do it as early as possible.
55, we kick off the 8 a.m. All Music Hour. 105 minutes of commercial-free music here on Y105 FM. Hi, I'm James Raby, and my question is, have you ever had your sweetie pie get mad because they thought your Halloween costume was too skimpy? Well, a woman in, I think it's London, did. She was going out with some girlfriends, and she was dressed as a Playboy bunny. The boyfriend saw the pictures on the Instagram, did not like them. He's a relatively new boyfriend, did not like them, and said, you shouldn't go out like that. You're showing too much, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. She's like, well, I'm out with my friends. Whatevs. And a little later in the night, thinking about her boyfriend and how he wasn't happy that she was wearing so much nothing, she saw a chance to change the situation, and it did not go well.
And I meet this guy dressed as a giant egg. I spoke to this guy, like, really drunk, and I was like, oh my God, I love your costume. I love that you're an egg. He was like, I love yours. Do you want to swap? I literally put the egg costume on, like, over the top, and then I took my leotard out from underneath. I look at my phone, and I'm like, oh my God, he's called me so many times. So I called him back, thinking he, like, can't give me a lift or something, which would be fine. And I asked the phone, he's like, whose costume is that? I was like,
by the way, in case you need a translation, she just shouted, whose costume is that?
Whose costume is that? I was like, I don't know. I thought you'd like it. I hung up, turned my phone off, carried on with my night out with my friends, went home with my friend, never saw him again. And then he told people that we broke up because I slept with someone on a night out. Because for some reason he had this narrative that I slept with someone for an egg costume.
It is Y105 FM's early morning show.
At work variety sounds like
Because he was in Will and Grace. I remember him as a small character in, what was it called? Boston Legal. And that's when I kind of got interested in his career and started watching some other stuff. And then he shows up on TikTok. Hello, fellow hunker-downers. Love the guy. Loved watching him during the pandemic especially. And he just passed away. And what I didn't know is that a lot of people had no idea he was an actor. They just followed him on Instagram and TikTok because they just thought he was a cool guy.
Well, people, it's interesting because most of my Instagram followers don't know I'm an actor.
They don't?
I've been at it for 40 years. They'll come up and say, we just heard you act. We're going to look you up.
Well, what do they think you do?
Just to Instagram, write those funny Instagram things.
I think he was going to say, like those Kardashians. But anyway, Leslie Jordan passed away. He had some kind of medical emergency, and then his car crashed. So that's the story there. And a big old rabies shot for taking such a positive guy from us. This is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show.
Student debt, climate, the justice.
Hey, it's James Raby. Thank you so much for listening to the Y105 FM Early Morning Show Radio On Demand podcast. I hope you'll subscribe and tune in Monday through Friday between 6 and 10 for more fun than you can shake a stick at.